This is a case that we actually covered about a year ago when it went down, and now the trial is underway, and we're going to be covering it for you here on this podcast with raw courtroom audio as it happens day by day. Already up there is the pretrial hearings and day one audio. This is a case that really it gained headlines, I think, not really only because of the horrendousness of the crime, but because she attacked her attorney in court.
Yeah.
Just a couple months ago during a hearing, literally lashed out, had to be pulled off of him, and it looked like a wild animal that was going after the attorney. Well, she has been deemed competent to stand trial. We're talking about Taylor Schabusiness. This is going on in Green Bay, Wisconsin. And she has a long history of convictions, adding to the severity of the current accusations of murder, very gruesome murder, and sex with a corpse. And when you involve sex with a corpse, you know it's not going to be a good story. You know it's not going to end well for anyone. In this, it's an uphill legal battle, to say the least. Stacey, you were just looking online at the record sheet for Taylor, correct?
Yeah, I am currently residing in Wisconsin, so this case is happening an hour and a half from where I'm sitting at this moment. So, and I was looking at some online court records that we have in Wisconsin. She was charged with something in the county that I live in. So yay, she came through here and got a traffic violation. So, you know, she's quite local, and she's got a couple of different things against her, a lot of traffic stuff, resisting arrest, bail jumping, things like that. But she did make the news because she put the beat down on her attorney, and she's 5'2".
Mm-hmm.
And that's, you know, we've had a couple of cases now. I've made no, I guess, secret of the fact that I'm 4'9", so I'm very small. So when I see these tiny women either being targeted by Rex Heuermann, the alleged Long Island serial killer, or this chick, it just gets my attention. Like, what, you know, what is it about short women? You know, they're a little feisty. They're, I don't know. It just kind of rings inside of me of, oh, okay, gets my attention. So yeah, I'm watching this chick. Something is not right with her.
Yeah, I was really wondering earlier, well, what is the bar here to deem that she is mentally competent to stand a trial? And we've talked about that so many times, especially with like Lori Vallow and all that. This one makes Lori Vallow look like she's the most sane person on the planet when you watch her actions. I've been watching some of the trial this morning, and obviously we're giving you audio, but there's something that's not right. I mean, her facial reactions, this is someone who is very mentally ill, and seriously, yeah. I don't even know, like, I'm kind of uncomfortable, like, seeing this, because it's like, I don't know that this person really should be standing trial. Should they be locked away for their own safety and the safety of others? Without a doubt, and probably for the rest of her life. She's kind of been a tornado everywhere she's ever gone or done things at. And this is obviously no different, but there is something not going on right in here. And I almost feel like there's this morbidness of watching this of like, is she going to strike? Is she going to like jump up at any point in time? I wonder, does she have I would hope that she has the ankle chains going on and maybe being held down safely to her chair. I don't know.
Well, but did you see what she was wearing when she attacked her attorney? She was able to use her elbow to give him a good side swipe, and then she just launched. So I almost feel like they need to maybe put her in a straitjacket, but she still might find a way to headbutt somebody. And I was reading and I saw some video. She met with a forensic psychologist when she was taken into jail. And she ended up throwing a chair at that woman and then didn't even react afterwards. The one thing I wanted to point out is that this woman, Taylor, has a history of using methamphetamine. And what it does to your brain is astounding. So yes, I think there were some problems leading in, but her brain is probably eroded. We're probably not dealing with a human being any longer.
Well, well, yes, I hear what you're saying completely, and really do agree. We're probably dealing with a zombie or someone very close to that. I mean, if you just take a look at people who have severely abused that sort of stuff, say take a drive through Portland or any other city that has drug problems out the fucking wazoo. And I have a friend who lives there. He sends me pictures all the time, and it literally looks like The Walking Dead. There's so much going
that's
on.
Probably what we're dealing with here.
Yeah, where it's like these people are so far gone and have so damaged themselves that there's other than just trying to find a place where they can't hurt themselves or others is really all you can do, because they've so fried themselves that there is no recovery that's going to be possible physically for some of these folks. And I'm wondering if she is in that state and that's why she's acting the way she is, because there is a lot of things that are just simply not functioning anymore. Anyway, what has she done? Well, according to an affidavit sworn by Assistant District Attorney Caleb Saunders, Schabusiness is charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilation of a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault, all of which carry the repeater provision due to her prior felony conviction. In February of 2022, Schabusiness allegedly caused the death of the victim in a deliberate act of violence. She's charged with intentionally causing the death with motive to kill, an act that qualifies as the Class A felony under Wisconsin statutes. This accusation is severe and carries a penalty of life imprisonment upon conviction. Schabusiness also is already carrying a conviction record and could face an increased prison term of 6 years. The affidavit further details the grotesque accusations against Schabusiness under the second count: mutilation of a corpse, allegedly committed on the same day as the homicide. The documents state that she dismembered the corpse. Keep in mind, this is someone she was having sex with and died.
This was her boyfriend, is what it sounds like.
She strangled him and he died in sex. According to, or intending to conceal her crime, the act falls under another Wisconsin statute, classifying as a Class F felony. The charge carries a fine of up to $25,000, imprisonment up to 12 years and 6 months, or both. Again, due to her previous felony conviction, Schabusiness faces a possible increase in her prison term. The third charge pressed against Schabusiness is that of third-degree sexual assault. The affidavit alleges that she engaged in non-consensual sexual intercourse with the victim, who also happened to be a corpse at the time. This constitutes a Class G felony in Wisconsin, carrying a potential fine of up to $25,000 and a prison term of up to 10 years, or both. Charges are heavily founded on the results of an intensive police investigation. Statements from a citizen witness labeled TP in the affidavit and self-incriminating declarations from Schabusiness herself have also formed the basis of these charges. Officers from the Green Bay Police Department played a pivotal role in establishing the probable cause for the complaint. Officer Alex Wanish was among the first officers to the scene after reports of a severed head found in a basement. His reports,
in a bucket. Don't forget the bucket part.
We're getting there. Okay,
good.
His reports depict a chilling scene with the head discovered in a plastic bucket. The report of Officer Garth Russell, who apprehended Schabusiness, revealed the apparent presence of dried blood on her clothing. The examination of the defendant's van yielding more gruesome discoveries, including additional human body parts. This is someone who clearly wasn't trying to hide the crime all that well. Probably not capable mentally either. Police investigation of the crime scene revealed a grisly tableau: dismemberment, body parts, discarded kitchen knives with signs of use, significant blood staining, traces of drug use. These findings disturbingly consistent with Schabusiness's own admissions. These exhaustive investigations and testimonies paint a very grim picture of the alleged crime. Schabusiness's past felony conviction for battery or threats to a judge, prosecutor, or law enforcement officer adds further depth to the case, invoking repeat offender provisions that could increase her potential sentencing. At the end of the day, I'm going to guess this is going to be a life. You guys don't have death anymore, right? In Wisconsin, is the death penalty still a thing? I don't
believe so.
Yeah.
I don't believe so, but I'm kind of wondering if we shouldn't just fire up the chair one more time. I'm sorry.
Just for old time's sake.
just plug it in and see if it works.
Let's bring back old Sparky here in Waupun, and let's do a little. Let's see if she's still got it. My gosh. No,
you have to change the fuses. I mean, is there a fuse box with those things? I don't know how they work. I'm not real good with electricity.
It's high voltage electricity. I'd imagine there's something that there'd be a fuse on. It would really suck if the fuses blew and there wasn't quite done yet. It's oh shit, he's still cooking. What do we got here? Anybody got a car battery? It's just yeah.
It's just bad. It's just bad. And this case is going to garner public attention because it is so grisly and so brazen. And I almost wonder if it might overshadow Koberger because it's got all of the parts that people love. It's sensational. It's horrific. It's everything that people want to, it's like driving by a car crash. You just want to, turn and look.
It is. I mean, I mean, if we're going to do a Casey's countdown of the best, not the best, that's horrible, of the most captivating cases of the year, this one ain't coming in at number one. It's coming in, I don't know, probably debuting at number 29 on the countdown this week is Taylor Schabusiness with I Had Sex with My Dead Boyfriend. I'm Casey Kasem.
You're locked into the Hidden Killers podcast.
Want more? Start binging on all of our true crime podcasts right now through Apple Podcasts and get an ad-free experience when you sign up to be a True Crime Today Premium Plus member exclusively on Apple Podcasts.
More of the Hidden Killers podcast dropping soon.
Press subscribe now.